Hey there, fellow sports gamblers. It's Steel Picks for you with the 5 best MLB prize picks and underdog free picks for today, May 27th. Before we get into today's picks, let's see what happened for us yesterday. Isaiah Hartenstein had 2 first quarter points to go over the 1.5 first quarter points we said he'd go over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 19 points, grabbed 3 rebounds, and dished out 1 assist, and was 10 for 10 from the free throw line to go over the 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists in the first half we said he'd go under. Now, fellow sports gamblers, I don't usually get up on my soapbox and profess what should have happened, but the Seattle Spurs certainly let things get out of hand. When the Oklahoma City Thunder got into the bonus, they let Shai Gilgeous-Alexander go to the line 8 times. He was 8 for 8 from that point and went well over the 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists we said he'd go over, primarily because they didn't understand the situation. When you have that kind of situation, you can't let Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just do whatever he wants, get into the line whenever he feels like, and that's kind of the reason that we lost that particular player prop. Now I'm off my soapbox. I'll get back to what actually happened. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also had no offensive rebounds to go under the half offensive rebounds we said he'd go under. Victor Wembanyama had 3 blocks to go under the 3.5 blocks we said he'd go under. And De'Aaron Fox was 4 for 15 from the field and 0 for 4 from three-point range to go over the 3.5 two-pointers we said he'd go over. So thanks in large part to the half point, we were 4 for 5 yesterday. 4 for 5 is good, but let's see if we can't come up with the immaculate ticket today. And first up, we have William Contreras over half a hit against the St. Louis Cardinals at home. As you can see in his last 10 games, William's been pretty consistent. He's got at least 1 hit in all 10 games. High water mark being 3 against the Chicago Cubs and 3 against the Dodgers. And as you can see against the Cardinals, he's had 1 and 2 hits, so certainly on pace to continue to do so. Playing very well right about now. Contreras is batting .356 with an .804 OPS against righties this season at home. And lo and behold, we have Mr. May, a right-handed pitcher, up to the plate. I think that we're going to have some success there. We can see with his plate appearances, he's been getting about 4.5 plate appearances, and very consistently in his last 4 games, getting those 4 plate appearances. Not a lot of walks. As you can see, he's only walked 2 times in his last 10 games and only once, so certainly up there taking his hacks. I like William Contreras over half a hit against the St. Louis Cardinals. Next up, no relation, but Wilson Contreras also over half a hit against the Atlanta Braves. As you can see, Wilson's been able to do this in 9 of his last 10 games and has gotten 2 hits in his last 3 games, one of which was against the Atlanta Braves. So certainly thinking that he can continue that hot streak. And Wilson is 14 for 46 against lefties this season. Lo and behold, we have Mr. Early on the mound. So certainly think that he's going to have some opportunities to continue that hot hitting streak against left-handed pitching. As you can see, plate appearances. Consistently, he's gotten 4 the last 5 games and 4 also against the Atlanta Braves, his opponent tomorrow. So certainly think that Wilson Contreras will continue that hot hitting streak against left-handed pitching. I like Wilson Contreras over half a hit. Next up, we have Casey Mize under 4.5 hits allowed against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Casey has a 1.48 ERA at home this season, and the Los Angeles Angels have certainly not been a very hot-hitting team, one of the lower-hitting teams in the American League, and right now they are actually in the bottom basement of the American League West. So certainly think that Casey Mize can take advantage of lackluster hitting Angels lineup. As you can see, pitching plenty of innings. His last 5 starts, he's got 6.2, 6.0, that's quality start. 2.1 against Atlanta, not quite sure what happened there. Another quality start against Toronto, and another quality start against Cleveland. So certainly think that he's going to be able to back up that type of productivity. We like Casey Mize under 4.5 hits. And as a friendly reminder, When you sign up with BETR using my promo code WINCASH, you'll receive 2 anytime tokens worth up to $100 each. And when you sign up with Novig and use my STEELEWINS promo code and spend $5, you'll get an extra $50 bonus with which to make some wise player prop picks. Good luck, everyone. Next up, we have Riley Green. Under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of that same game. Now, as you can see, Riley has not been very productive as of late. There has only been 3 games where he's been able to do that. And as you can see, he's had 2 2-hit games, 1 1-hit game, but the rest of the games, only 1 hit here against Toronto, 1 here against Cleveland, and in 5 of his last 10 games, he's had 0 hits. So certainly helping our case with regards to the under the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Don't really see Riley Green being a major factor in the game tomorrow. And in addition, you can see that he's been consistently getting plate appearances, but has not consistently been getting hits. He's had no hits, and again in 4 of his 5 games. Runs, only 2 runs, only 2 games where he had more than 1 run. And with regards to RBIs, only 1 game where he had an RBI. So certainly looking for him to continue that trend. Riley Green under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And last but not least, we have Alex Bregman over 0.5 hit against the Pittsburgh Pirates. As you can see, Alex Bregman is breaking out of his slump a tad bit here, getting a hit, at least 1 hit in 8 of his last 10 games. And his last 2 against Pittsburgh, he's had 2 hits apiece. The only down spot was against the Milwaukee Brewers, where he had no hits for 2 consecutive games. But as you can see, he bounced back very nicely with hits in 6 consecutive. Certainly thinking that Alex Bregman will continue his hot-hitting ways. He certainly likes PNC Park, and I expect him to go over 0.5 hit against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So to recap, we have Wilson Contreras over 0.5 hit, William Contreras over 0.5 hit, Casey Mize under 4.5 hits, Riley Green under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Alex Bregman over 0.5 hit. And in addition, my 3-leg parlay is William Contreras over 0.5 hit, Wilson Contreras over 0.5 hit, and Casey Mize under 4.5 hits. That's the 5 picks I have for you today. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the Steel Picks for You channel. And good luck, everyone.